Welcome to Never a Dull Moment with Mackenzie and Abby,
Hi.
where we're just two girls who are going to chat about life and all our thoughts and everything. Yeah, welcome.
Our little adventures.
I think we just introduce ourselves in this one.
All right, let's do it.
I'm Mackenzie. I'm from Alberta, Canada. I moved to London over a year ago now. I'm a TA at a primary school, just working. Abby's here doing her master's.
Yeah, I'm Abby. I'm from Utah. Woo. I moved in September,
Mm-hmm.
last of August, start of September, and then I'm here at UCL doing my master's in art history.
She's genius.
Oh.
She's a genius.
Making up as I go.
Yeah, we met. I have to share how we met. We met at a picnic.
My first week.
Yeah, your first week. And I remember leaving thinking you thought I was insane.
Well, okay. I didn't think you were necessarily insane. It was more of your story.
Yeah, I had a crazy relationship at the time. And
Yeah.
I opened up to her about it and was like,
So Mackenzie's dating this guy she's never met, right? Back in Canada. Her parents set her up. And she's like telling me all about this guy that she talks to on the phone, and she's never met
I feel
him.
like this is a very bad first entry story for you.
But this is how I met you.
It's true.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, go
Yeah.
with the flow. I love it. And then she starts telling me all about how she wants to be I don't know, OBGYN. No.
Midwife.
A midwife. And that was the first time we talked.
That was the first time we talked. And then the second time was at your birthday.
Yeah, we went to Dishoom. We got free food.
She won us free food. So if you don't know, Dishoom is a London Indian place. And they have a game where if you have their keychains, you have the opportunity before 6 p.m. you can roll a die, and if it lands on a 6, you get all of your food for free. So we did it for her birthday, and she won us all of our meal for free. It was fantastic.
It has never happened again, but it was very exciting.
It was so good. And then I think though we really became friends because we were at Institute. And I was also having another relationship crisis. I'd broken up with that other guy.
Was it that, or was it with Nancy?
Oh, we did talk about books.
Yeah.
I personally feel like, though, I really like Abby, and I will keep hanging out with you because of the whole situation thing that was happening. And I was like, girl, I need advice. And you sat down and were like, you gave it to me straight. And I was like, we can be best friends because she gave it to me straight. And then, yeah, and then because then you got sick after that. And I brought you soup.
Course. Yes, she did.
And
so,
yeah.
What you should know about Mackenzie is that she feeds.
That's my love language. I feed people.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Because whether you want it or not, I get fed.
And she messaged me, was like, I'm sick, and I literally just made chicken noodle soup. And I was like, no argument. I'm coming over and I'm bringing you food. Because this girl doesn't eat. You have to realize.
All I had was...
She doesn't eat. And I
eat. Just...
She doesn't eat. Anyway, so I was like, I'm bringing you food. And then I think we chatted for a little bit. And then after that, we've been kind of inseparable, where we just hung out all the time.
It's become almost codependent.
It's really bad. She's like, I'm not going somewhere. I'm like, I don't want to go now because you're not going. And vice versa.
But when we are together, it's a party and a half.
It is. We think we're hilarious. So welcome to our chaos.
Hence why we're doing a podcast, because we're hilarious.
Yeah, we could talk all day.
And we do.
Our phone is just voice notes, and it's awesome.
And people ask, do you run out of things to talk about? And it's like, no.
Honestly, yeah, no. I don't think we ever have. And even if we're in silence, it's because we're sending each other reels.
Sitting on the same bed.
We're like, this is our quiet moment. We'll send each other reels, and then we'll have a conversation with the reels we sent.
The best part is what you choose to send and what you choose to share in the moment.
Yep.
Like, that's what...
I gotta keep my algorithm. My For You page is very specific.
She just is on the daily, it feels like.
So true.
Yeah,
so you've now been in London
8?
Almost a year, right? No, here in September.
You're in September, so 8 months?
8 months. I've been here 14 months.
Crazy.
What do you love the most about London?
I love that you can do anything at any time.
Fair.
There's a lot of opportunity, and there's a lot of opportunity to be who you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I came to London, I knew one person, but I wasn't overly close with them.
Oh, okay.
right? And so I came to London and it was like, who do I want to be here?
I like it.
And so, plus there's like always something going on. You can go to a play, you can go to a museum, you can go to a pub, you can go sit on your couch and chat. I mean, there's always something going on.
London is, yeah,
What about
it's
you?
packed. I think the culture, I really love meeting people from different cultures. I have great coworkers. I've learned so much about different like religions and um traditions that just yeah, I really love. But that's also why I love traveling. So London
Yeah.
I feel like is like the hub for that where you get everyone from everywhere and
You do meet.
I'm also so nosy, so I will honestly it thrills me when I can be like, "So tell me.
Tell me
Tell
all.
me. I need to know. I wanna know the ins and outs." The amount of times that I've asked coworkers, like, "So what does a hijab mean to you? Like, where do you wear it? Why do you wear it?"
You know, I've had that conversations.
Yeah, or like mosques. I have this one coworker, but I mean, she's super open. She'll talk all day long about religion, and I've chatted with her as well. And yeah, she all the time talks about mosques, why she doesn't go to mosques, why she likes to go to mosques, and
Hmm.
I'm still trying to get into a mosque with her.
I've
I've asked, and I'm like, I really want to go and just like worship and like learn because we went to a
been.
Buddhist.
Yeah, we went to a Buddhist temple.
We went to a Buddhist temple together,
Mhm.
and yeah, you. Where did you go for the mosque?
Oh, here actually in London. It was several years ago. But we had an opportunity to actually sit in the men's section.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
So we got to sit in on a prayer in the men's section and witness the whole thing. And then I went up to the women's section after.
Hmm.
It was a very interesting experience. I loved it. I love it.
So I'm like, I'm so intrigued.
We should go. It's
Yeah, I really want to go.
yeah. It's fun to hear different people's experiences. And
Mhm.
everyone has a story. For those who don't know, we're both members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And to a lot of my friends, I'm the residential Mormon,
Yeah, yeah, it's so true.
right? So, like, even last night, I was out with some friends, and they were all drinking, and one of their friends was like, "You don't drink?" And I was like, "No." And my other friend turned around and was like, "No, she's Mormon."
Mm.
And she freaked out. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to meet one." I'm like,
Because
"Hello."
we're just
We're so excited.
so crazy.
She's like, "Well, it's because the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives." And then
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
outwardly groaned because no. Um, but I think it's interesting because we do the same thing for other religions, right?
Yeah,
Like it's fun to have these conversations with like Catholics or
yeah.
Buddhists or
Oh, I 100% agree.
Islamic. It's just that is a nice thing about London is there's a metropolitan of people.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many different. I actually had my coworker. We were at lunch the other day, and my coworker started saying things about like polygamy and more. And she was like, "No, like that's what Mormons do." And my other coworker who was in the room knew that I was a Mormon, and she's like, "I don't think so." And she's like, "No, they do." And I turned around, and I was like, "They really don't." I'm Mormon, and she was like, "Oh." I was like, "Let me clear this up
My
for you
bad.
right now." Nope, that's not.
My
She
friend's supposed
was
to
so
meet
shocked
reels of like
about
Mormonism. And I'm like, she's like, "Is this right?" I'm like, "No,
no.
TikTok's wrong."
TikTok is wrong. Also, we don't really go by the title. I mean, most people know us by Mormon, but we don't go by that title because we are Christians. We believe in Christ. So the church name is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Okay, well, on to that. What's the worst part about being in London?
I answered first. You answered
Okay.
this one.
My worst thing is I don't know. Okay, I have two things. I have a love-hate relationship for the transportation.
The tube.
I miss my car.
Ugh.
I miss being able to get somewhere in like 10 minutes with a vehicle.
And of
I
your choosing.
and of my choosing. I feel like y'all don't understand. It takes like an hour to get somewhere.
Half-hour minimum.
Half hour
It doesn't matter where
minimum.
you're going. It's a
No.
half hour.
Because you have to get to the tube station or the bus station,
Mhm.
and half the time the buses are late. And then and then the tubes, if they're
Half
not
the time they're
running,
down.
half the time they're on strike.
Ugh.
So then you're trying to figure out how to reroute. And then if you do a bus to then get to a tube, that like doubles the price you're paying.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just like hot and stuffy and full of weird people.
Weird people.
Very weird people.
Sum it up. Yeah.
I love it though because I do feel like I'm connected everywhere and I don't have to worry about parking. I can just easily get somewhere and I can stay out and not feel like I have to worry about traffic or anything. I can
Yeah.
just get home. So it is like a love-hate relationship on my end. The other thing would have to be the weather here. I don't think people understand how hot. It's so hot here. We just had 34 degrees and I was slowly dying. And I
90 for those who do Fahrenheit.
Yes, thank you. 90 degrees. I have
93 actually is what it hit yesterday. I was very upset.
I've lived in California when it hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I've lived on the east coast of Canada when it's hot and it's hitting 34 degrees and nothing has hit as hot as it feels in London. And I don't know why.
It's the humidity for one. So it's like I checked yesterday, it was like a 40% humidity.
Yeah.
So you just feel wet.
Yeah.
Like there's not another way to explain
I
it.
do have to say though, I don't feel as wet here as I do in East Coast Canada.
Really?
I do feel like the humidity there hits different, but it still doesn't feel for some reason as hot.
It's hot.
And I think I don't know if it's because we don't have AC in our buildings. Or I'm used to going from I'll go from a cold car to a cold shop or something.
Yeah, you don't do that here. It's just hot and hot and hot.
Yeah. And even the tubes, like the tubes that are on my route, they don't really
do
have AC. I kind of have to go out of my way to get onto the AC tubes.
I was watching Ted Lasso the other day.
Yeah.
Totally off topic. But he's at the end, he's like, I've realized AC is a privilege, not a right. And I died. I'm like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're currently sitting in my room and I have 2 fans, which we had to turn off so you
turn
could hear
off
us.
one.
It's hot.
And it's only 26 degrees today. What is that, 83?
It's 79.
I was off.
Yeah, it's just with 49% humidity. It's too hot.
Yeah, it is getting really humid here.
It just, no, I lived in Brazil for a while and they have hot and humid. And then I'm from Utah, which gets to upper hundreds.
Yeah.
But nothing feels as awful as this.
And someone pointed out to me, though, it might be because we're in such a condensed city that everything is hitting off of the asphalt and the buildings. And because all the buildings are stone and brick, it might be reflecting where at home or anywhere else that we've been, it's all more wooden. I don't know what Brazil's like, but California, it's all normal homes. So even though it's in the hundreds, it's not.
They're clay brick. But it's also
clay brick is kind of cooling though, isn't it?
Yeah. And it also is a lot more flat. So the air
gets trapped in
It
London.
gets trapped.
It gets trapped here. It smells so bad. That's the other thing I hate about the transport.
Dude, people smell.
They stink so bad.
This summer's gonna suck.
Yeah.
You got a lot of sweaty people in a small space.
And I'm short. So if you don't get a good seat, we're short. If you don't get a good seat on the bus, you don't really take the bus though. And you have to stand. There's always someone that doesn't have deodorant on who has their arm up holding the rail that you're like, how do I get out of your armpit?
It's so bad.
Oh, it smells so bad. And I have even found last year I got a fan. It was almost worse because it was cooling me down, but then it was wafting the smell. It was so bad.
No.
I'm dreading it.
I was talking to my friends about this last night because we were also talking about hot and sweaty people.
Yeah.
My friend's a bartender. And she actually told me that she had to kick someone out because he smelled so bad. People were leaving.
So bad.
I mean, he's fixed it since, but I'm like, just.
Yeah. Did you ever see the video? Should I say the video of the guy on the tube?
No, but now I'm scared.
He has a gym bag. And this girl is holding the bar, and her armpit is at his level, and he grabs his spray deodorant and sprays her armpit. And the caption is "Doing God's work."
I thought about it.
That is brilliant.
I thought about that.
It's only 45 minutes. Only 45.
Just put your head down and breathe through your mouth.
Yeah. Or sit at the front of the bus. If you can sit, but the only downfall of that is then the sun is right there in your face.
Lose.
I'd rather not have the smell. I'd rather just have the heat. I can have my fan.
I worked in a high school and yeah.
No. My mom always said if you're going to work at a school, you need to be in 4th grade or below because they start smelling after 4th grade.
I was above.
Yeah.
I thought 16 to 18-year-olds.
Oh.
Yeah. But the teacher I worked with, she had a drawer full of just extra deodorant and perfume and everything, and she would hand it out.
I love that.
Very openly. I'm like, that's how it should be.
I have to say though, my students, for the majority, they smell amazing, actually.
Oh, good.
Like, my littlest. She'll come into a room and you're like, ooh, your mother has put perfume on you today. Like, she smells. And then one of my other students, I think his dad puts like cologne or something on him. Because you'll sit in circle time and we're like, these two children smell amazing. Their parents are doing the Lord's work.
Yes.
They are making sure their kids smell great.
Okay, so speaking of smell
Yes.
and smelling people, this is what I have an issue with London.
Yes.
I have met the weirdest human beings.
100%. Tell me more.
I got sniffed on Sunday.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so it doesn't sound it's creepy. It's not nearly as creepy as it sounds. I had to explain this to my mother because she's like, I'm sorry, you got what?
I do have to say, I didn't notice it. And I saw the interaction after. Yeah. Do explain.
So I have a knack, we'll call it a knack at this point, of attracting strange humans and strange interactions. Am I wrong? Like, if anything weird is going to happen, it's going to happen to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why I attract it, but I attract it.
You're just too kind.
It just is obnoxious, to say the least. So on Sunday, we're at church, and I'm in a group of people. And this guy comes up, and he's chatting with us, and he's from Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Right, super nice guy, but then he starts going off about how every other culture sucks except Brazilians, and I'm like, I get it. Pride in your culture.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. But then I don't know why he decided to, but he leans over and sniffs me.
It wasn't just a quick sniff, was it?
No, it was like a full body, like,
No, thank you.
and I sat there and I was shook, and then my friend next to me, who's from Brazil, she looks at me and she goes, what just happened? And the guy is like, see, you're not really Brazilian. And I'm like, bro, I spent 18 months in Brazil. I have never been sniffed. So that's not a Brazilian thing.
I feel like that was just an excuse to smell you. Did you have perfume on or something?
You're the second person to ask me that.
Did you at least smell good? Was it worth it for his sniff?
I guess so. Yes, I did smell good. The funny thing is, I was talking to some of my uni friends about this yesterday, and they're like, you don't seem bothered that you got sniffed. I'm like, it's not the worst that's happened to me.
No, that's fair.
People are just weird with me.
You get asked out a lot.
But not like by normal people.
No, it's always the weirdos.
It's always the weirdos. You're in a hardware store.
Yeah. Near my house, she convinced me to go buy duct tape. First of all, this girl is amazing. She came over and fixed my dishwasher and was like, we gotta have duct tape. I need duct tape to be able to fix this.
And he's going on about, like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, fixing a dishwasher.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're fixing it yourself? And we're like, yeah, of course we are. And he goes, people would pay you big bucks.
Yeah, he was trying to like get us customers. And I was
To
like, I don't
DIY.
think you realize, like, no.
Yeah, we're like, no, we're good. Thanks, though.
Well, the funniest thing, so we fought over who was going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's my dishwasher. I'm paying for the duct tape. And she was like, no, you fed me enough. And I went to try and pay, and he pulled the machine away from me.
I thought
And
he
gave
pulled
me
away
a
from
glare.
me.
No, he gave me a glare.
What?
And he like pulled the thing away from me. And I was like, oh, like I've ticked him off.
Yeah.
So then you were chatting, and when I think he was trying to get the machine ready, but he was
Oh.
also mad that like I went to pay. So then when he pushed it forward for you, I tapped it. He was like, oh, like I don't think he was happy that I ended up paying. Is that what it was? Yeah.
He just I was so out of it.
Yeah.
And then he's like laughing at us because we're having this debate about who's paying for duct tape.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's really what's important. And he then goes, so, looks, can I have your Instagram?
This girl, she like skips out.
I said no, first off.
She skips out, but it was a decline going out of the building, like this little ramp, and so she skips out. But as she does, it is the awkwardest skip you have ever seen in your life. And she's like, no, and she just skips out of it. And Soph and I were behind you and dying. We kind of looked at her and we were like, no, apparently, like, no, we're good. As we like run after her, and she like trips out of the building.
Hey, I want it stated that I was learning how to say no to creepy men.
Yeah.
Okay?
I was actually very proud you said
The
no.
fact I said no took all the
Yeah.
courage I had in me.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand there.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's so true.
Yeah.
And man, I've been proposed to on a bus. That was one of my first.
I've been proposed to a couple times, but they're all drunk.
No, this guy was like very sober. He wanted to know about the area, and I was actually on the phone at the time, and I was like, dude, like, read the room. But he wanted like info about the area, and I was like, well, if you're a family man, it's a good family area. Like, I don't know. And he was like, oh no, I'm single. Are you? And I was like,
It's just a starting point.
and I can't remember because I was trying to pay attention to who was on the phone as well. I just was like, I can't remember what I said to him. I must have said no or something. Because then he was like, well, you're beautiful. Will you marry me? And I thought he was joking. And I was like, no. Like, I was trying to be like, you joking right now? And then he like had to get off the bus and he was like, no, like, would you marry me? And I was like, no, get off the bus.
I mean, you were talking proposals with a guy you'd never
Shut
met.
up. Shut up.
That's one guy on the bus. At least you see him in person.
That's fair. Still didn't want a proposal. And then I actually texted her talking about creepy men. I texted her, when was that? Monday night? Sunday? Anyway, I left her house. I got on the tube and the Arsenals were playing. There was a big football game going on. And it was chaos.
Loud.
And this guy was on the elevator with me.
Oh, was it the building?
No. It was in the tube.
Okay.
It was in the tube going down. So I get in and it's me and two guys. And I made the mistake of not putting my headphones on. If I put my headphones on, they wouldn't have talked to me. But the one guy like started chatting up about Arsenals and he's like, are you a football fan? And I was like, honestly, no, I don't watch the Arsenals. Like, sorry.
Soccer for those Americans.
Yeah, soccer
but
for
it's
the
football.
Americans.
Continue.
Anyway, and I was like, nah, like, but are you? Like, are you? I don't know. Because I feel the art of being able to talk to people in person has died.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're missing that connection with people where I was kind of trying to be like, yeah, do you like Arsenals? But here's my problem because
it always backfires.
It always backfires. And so he's walking out of the elevator with me and he like follows behind. I was really hoping he was getting on the other tube and he did not. He got on the same direction as me. So then he's walking down the stairs and he's like, are you from here or are you Australian? And I was like, no one has ever asked me my accent.
You don't have an Aussie accent.
No. And I was like, no, I'm Canadian. I was like, oh, are you from around here? And he was like, yeah, I'm half Asian, half Irish.
So no,
you're not from here. Anyway, apparently he's from here. Anyway, so then he gave me his name. I can't remember what his name was, but he was like, what's your name? And I straight up panicked. And all that went through my head is like, I don't have to give him my actual name. But then my thought process was like, if you order food, I've heard the trick is that women will put down men's names for food orders. So people don't know they're delivering to a girl. So I just blurted out Ken. I was like, my name's Ken. And he was like, oh, nice to meet you. I was like, nice to meet you. And I like sped walked away and I like went farther down the platform because he followed me in and then stopped. So I was like, I'm going to walk. No, this dude, he stopped where he was. And then I was getting my headphones out and he came up and approached me and he was like, he was like, can I get your number? Like, do you want to go for coffee? I think you're really beautiful. And I was like, no, thank you. Like I was like, I actually was like, it was sweet of you to ask, but I'm not interested. Like, I don't want to go out for coffee with you. Also, I should probably add, he looked like 45 years old.
Oh.
That I was like, I mean, if he was like a young, nice looking guy, I might have chatted up. But no, he looked like a 45-year-old. I was kind of like, you look old, sir. Like, you don't look like we're in the same age here for do you want to take me out for coffee? Like, so I freaked and I gave it to Ken.
Ken.
Like, no.
People, I don't understand people. I don't understand men sometimes because, like, another Arsenal game because they're never ending over here.
Yeah, no.
Means that the whole area is just drunk 90% of the time. He was walking home from your house.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this young kid, he's got to be like at most 20. I'd say he was probably 18.
Okay.
Wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Looks me up and down and goes, ooh, gorgeous. And I'm like, gross, but thank you. But like, no.
Yeah. Also creepy, but at least it wasn't like a weird cat call.
Yeah, that
I
one
feel
was
like
fine.
for a cat call, that was
it was
pretty
a nice
decent.
one. It was a nice one.
What did you say? Thanks.
No, I giggled and walked away. What am I supposed to do with that? I don't want to talk to the 18-year-old.
I had a coworker tell me any guy that calls her, she immediately turns around and barks at them.
Oh, wait. So I was talking to someone about this yesterday. I was like, what do you do when creepy men talk to you?
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, my friend barks.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it works. If
I'm
you
not
are
really
really
barking.
weird, just do it. Why? They have the guts to cat call you.
No. One, I don't actually have a good bark. And
Let's hear it.
no.
Just turn around and go, "Ruff." Maybe that gets my point wrong. Maybe it's not aggressive enough. Hers was amazing. My coworker showed me her
Yeah,
barked,
see,
and I was
would-
like, that was really good.
Mine would be like, woof.
See that? You know, all you gotta do is just turn around and say any weird sound.
But see, if I
Just freak them out.
if I did that, it'd become more like, oh, that's cute. And then knowing me, it would go downhill very quickly.
So the other option is you just cuss them out.
I could do that. I could do
Just
that.
turn around. Turn around and act like a big sister. Just turn around and be like, excuse me, sir. I've always wanted to do that. What would your mama think?
What's your mama think?
Just turn around and yell that at them.
I just walked.
I'm sure your mama raised you better than this.
I doubt it.
Smack. I don't know. I have to give women credit. I feel like some women probably
Yeah, but
hopefully
they don't.
raised them better.
Men. We're not men hating. Just
No.
men complaining. I would like a man.
Ugh.
The hard part
Unfortunate how
is
much I
that-
like men.
Yeah, right? I mean, life would be easier if
It's so true.
no, but yeah, that is a downfall of London is you meet really great people.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, look at that. Like,
Gotta love the people.
gotta love the people.
And
but
there are great men. I have met
there are
men
great
here.
men. We have great guy friends, but there are some that you meet where you're just like,
Really?
what was the quote? Everything I've learned about this man has been involuntary.
Yeah.
Died.
And the other one that I think killed me the most was, men suffer in silence, and yet I hear all about it. Yes, you do. Talking about men, though, fictional men. What fictional men are you reading right now? Do you want to share that? What's your favorite fictional man you've read recently, or favorite?
Oh, that's a hard one. I have gotten into the smut romance for my anyone who should.
They're all romance.
They're all
There's
romance.
just a deeper genre of smut in there.
My two subsettings of it though are hockey and mafia,
And mafia.
because why not polar opposites? So currently I'm in my mafia phase,
Nice.
which is fun.
I love it.
Cause I mean, don't we all want a tall, dark, tattooed man to come
Boss us
rescue-
around.
boss us around?
Give us millions of dollars. to
No, but
spend
at the same time,
frivolously.
yeah. At the same time, kind of.
Yeah.
No, my mom always says, she's like, your reading is gonna give you unrealistic expectations for love. And I'm like, I have zero expectations of a tall mafia man breaking into my house. But
I saw a thing the other day that was like, yeah, because I have a realistic vampire dragon riding hot boyfriend that's gonna swoop in and marry me. Like,
solve all my
no.
life problems. No, we don't read for like the expectation of love that comes out of these books. It's like escapism, right?
Amen.
If we want unrealistic expectations, my grandparents fit that bill. Right? They've been married 65 years, something like that.
Sure.
And I was on the phone with my grandpa the other day and he cried talking about her. He's like, she's just the love of my life. And just starts sobbing. I'm like, that's what I want. Not the tattooed man to come save me from myself. I can do that.
So they are out there.
But what about you?
all my current reads? I just finished Made for Each Other, spelled MAID. He was a billionaire. She was his maid. She came in, and so she was out of her apartment for a week and didn't have the money for a hotel and knew he was out of town because she was cleaning the apartment and stayed in his place.
Ooh.
And woke up in the morning and his parents were in the apartment, and he made up a fake girlfriend with her name. And so when she
Spicy.
gave her name, they assumed they were dating, so then they had to like fake date, and of course they fell in love. And
What's your favorite trope?
ooh,
for those of you who don't know, trope is like theme, underlying theme. Like you've got enemies to lovers, friends to lovers,
Fake dating.
fake dating,
Pregnancy.
forced marriage. I'm trying to think some of the other ones.
I feel like those are the main ones.
Those are the main ones.
I have to say, probably enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
I think that caps all.
I sent you something about that.
But enemies to
reel.
lovers.
That it was like, I love enemies to lovers because they see the darkest or the worst parts of you and they choose to love you anyway.
Yes, I did get that.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
I do. I also think it's so good because the banter, if it's a really, it has to be
Oh.
written well. There has to be good banter
the banter's
that like proves that
fun.
they hate each other, but there's also that like mild flirting in it that you're like, you're crossing that.
You
I'm
just kind
mad at you, but yeah.
of giggle at 3 a.m. as you read it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta love the enemies to lovers, and I think fake dating is a pretty big one too. I think that would be like my second.
I do like a forced marriage.
Same. They have to be written well though.
Yeah.
The last one I read was horrible.
And it depends on the world, right?
Yeah.
Mafia forced marriage is fun because it's
Yeah.
usually like a civilian who doesn't want it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a mafia princess trying it out, and
Yeah.
she's like, no, thank
And so you're dragged into the darkness, which is always a good time.
that sounded so morbid.
I didn't mean it to be morbid, but it is kind of fun because, like, you accept your inner dark, and then the two go off and are psycho together. It's a good time.
You're so philosophical with your reads. I love it.
Well, I'm not going to talk about the parts of it. Here's the thing.
That's so true.
It's not the spice that is fun to read in these. It's the first kiss, the moment they
Yes.
realize.
Yeah.
Like, I will read the, like, or skim the spicier scenes, right? And they're just kind of like, okay, cool, right? That was fun. It is the first kiss, the moment the undenying love, the like
Mhm.
passion hits,
Yeah.
that I will squeal.
Yeah.
It's not the spice, it's the moment.
It's so true.
Or like watching it build until it like explodes.
Yep.
Although I do have to say, enemies to lovers I love, but if you drag that crap out, I lose it. I get very impatient.
I only get mad if they drag it out so much, and then that like that final where they finally the dam breaks kind
Yeah.
of a thing. If that falls flat,
Yeah.
then I hate it because I'm like, what were you building up to?
Yeah.
Because it just feels pointless at that point.
Or the third act breakup.
Oh, I hate the third. A miscommunication. Thrown it out the window. The book, I won't even. I will DNF a book so hard if it's like she could have literally just talked to him.
Did not finish. Let me.
Yeah. Oh, DNF
Terminology
is do
for you.
not finish. I will not finish a book if there's miscommunication. It's gone.
Yeah. I have a hard time DNFing a book.
Yeah, you really do.
Or a series. Actually, I've gotten better.
You have.
I have.
Yeah,
I've stopped
you-
a couple, actually.
Yeah. I was proud of you for that because. Yeah.
I mean, there are some books I'm okay with the third act breakup because it's a good story and it's written well.
Mm-hmm.
But there are other times where it's like, okay, that was just dumb. Like most recently, the Off-Campus series. Okay, so I read the book almost a year ago.
Yeah.
It's what got me into the hockey romance world, and the first one is The Deal.
The Deal.
Highly recommend if you want to get into hockey romances. They're really fun. But they just made a show. Amazon just made a show.
Yeah.
And of course we binged it. We tried to binge it at night, but she had work, so we had to wait till the next day
I'm not all later.
where we squealed like little schoolgirls. It was great. Oh, third act breakup.
Yep.
That one is obnoxious, but it's also kind of fun.
See, here's the thing. You had me read the book, and I read it a while ago. Yeah, and I didn't like the book. I remember reading it and thinking it felt like they were college students, but they were acting like they were in high school. And I can't do a YA either. I just hate the drama for that. I'm very picky. if you
I'm
can't
all
tell
for
with
the
my
drama.
opinions. Oh. So then when the series came out, she's like, you have to watch it with me. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to want to watch it.
She was
You
dragging her feet.
Guys, I was hooked. We watched.
She's rewatched it more than I have.
I've rewatched it. It's so good. It's so good. I keep seeing things all over my feed that are like, I need to go touch grass and remember that Garrett was written by a woman. That is so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
But I didn't like the book because it felt like I didn't like that third act breakup. I
Mm.
felt like
Because it was a miscommunication.
yeah, it was like this miscommunication. It was a weird breakup. I got through it because I did feel like it was written better than some of the other ones I have because I could understand where the miscommunication was coming from. But in the show, it was done so well.
They did change the storyline.
Yeah.
So the third act breakup worked well.
It was so good because they had like this big argument and you could see both their sides. I watched it
Yeah.
like I understand why she's ticked off. I understand why he's mad and why they
They're
took
not
a break.
hearing.
Yeah. They had to have that break to be like, okay, now we can understand each other when we get back. And then it also felt like when they got back together, it was so
Therapeutic.
yeah, and like genuine of you could tell that they both were just waiting for the other one to be okay and to realize that they wanted each other, but also
Yeah.
they had to get through their crap first. So
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
highly
Watch the
recommend
show.
watching it. Mom, if
He's
you're listening, watch it on VidAngel. Fair warning, anyone that does not like smut, watch it on VidAngel. We skipped quite a bit.
We did. Who knows what, but we did skip. But yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't want to,
Also, no, it was so cheesy. It was
oh, it's
bad.
so
You
cheesy.
gotta know it because I went in thinking like, oh, I'm gonna hate this. You guys, she would be like, "You want another one?" I was like, "Put it on." Like, I think we made it through what 5 episodes?
We made
in
it
one
through
night?
5.
And then we watched the last 3 the next night, and I genuinely was like, "I'm coming right to you after work because we have to finish this."
Yeah. The best part too is Mackenzie really was like, this is going to be too cheesy. I will
Yeah.
not get through it. And
Yeah.
after the first episode, we almost didn't
Yeah,
because it was
it was so bad.
it was bad. Okay.
But it was so bad. It was good.
Yes. By the end, she's crying. By the 5th episode, you
Oh,
cried.
I cried, you guys.
Like
it-
fully investment cry.
Yeah.
The next night, we came to my place to watch it, and our friend came with us. She hadn't watched any of the show.
Yeah.
Had no idea what was going on.
She's like, "I'm gonna be on my phone."
yeah, she's like, don't
you
worry.
guys put it on.
Yeah, I'll
No.
just 10 minutes in. 10. I
Yeah.
swear. She's fully invested.
Yeah.
We're sitting on my bed back here. This is my little place.
She was in the middle with her computer between her feet.
And all of a sudden I get
I genuinely, I think I held on to your arm like this the whole show.
whole time.
I think the best part though is my Canadian came out of me because it's a hockey thing and they were showing like the game in one of the episodes and you guys were like, "Wasn't that a penalty?" And I was like, "Penalty!" I was like, "Get him out!" I was like yelling at the screen about this stupid hockey game. And they're like,
That's
"Oh,
not
man,
real.
she's in stands." Like they were all about like, "Oh, that was cute. That was," I was like, "No." They like body checked each other like that fight. But what
I played hockey.
what they did do was a penalty.
Yeah.
I was ticked about that because they showed way too many and there was no consequence. I was like, "Ah." Anyway,
I've learned hockey because of these. My dad, so Utah just got a team
yeah.
and everyone's very excited. But my dad was laughing at me. He's like, "Have you been watching the Mammoth game?" Like, no, why would I be watching the game
Yeah.
over here?
We do need to go to a hockey game.
You really do.
I do
we-
love a good hockey
We
game.
would have fun at a hockey.
Yeah.
I went to a hockey game with him and he was fully invested
Right.
in the hockey game. And I'm over there like, who's the hottest player? Or that
That's
was very
brilliant.
fun. And it was very calming. And he's over there like, will not talk to me because he's so invested. So you and
He's
I
like,
need
"I
to
need to
go.
watch it." I had one of my best friends in middle school. Her grandma got like free hockey tickets all the time. So our weekends we were at the hockey arena the whole time, all the time.
Yeah.
But she would want to walk the track and talk. And I finally told her, I was like, "I will walk with you and we can chat. But if a fight breaks out, I have to watch."
Yeah.
Like
That's what
so, and I think she was so mad at me because she'd be trying to tell me something and we'd be weaving through these crowds and she'd be telling me something. And I'm like, "Uh-huh. Yeah," as I am like watching the game. And I am like, yeah. Score! Like, I felt so bad. I was like, "I swear I'm listening to you, but there's a hockey game going on. I can't like not watch the hockey game."
I watched the hockey game in chat.
Yeah, I can if we were sitting.
Yeah.
But we decided not to sit in the box. So we were like, we're going to walk the whole time. But yeah, but she was really good. If they like, you saw on the screen if a fight came out, she'd pull me over and we'd like go and stand by the railings and like yell. Yeah. Love hockey. Yeah, so I'd say is our current show.
Yeah, that and I recently rewatched Ted Lasso and
Nice.
Geek Girl.
Oh, yeah. Geek Girl is good. I've just started
up.
rewatching Lie to Me, Tell Me Lies.
Mm.
Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay, everyone says I need to watch it, so I'll watch that one next. We'll report back next week if I like it or not.
What was the other one? Oh, I finished Outlander,
Oh, nice.
which none of my friends watched, so there's no one to talk to about it. But I have a lot of questions about the ending.
Yeah, I can't help you there. I haven't watched it.
Granted, it's a show about time travel,
Mm.
so I shouldn't be overly surprised that all of a sudden she has like the ability to bring someone back from the dead. But I had a question.
Yeah.
I spent quite a while on YouTube trying to figure out how this works.
I just finished watching Poldark. My flatmate's been watching it, and she's been filling me in. Like, I haven't sat down and watched it with her, but she'll put it on the TV every now and then. I'm like, hey, give me the up to date, what's happening? And last night she's like, this is the last episode of the whole show. So I sat down and watched the last 45 minutes of it, and she kept pausing at me like, you have to understand, this is the drama that's happened with these people. And I'm like, okay. Hated it. I was so ticked. I was like, he's a sleazy man. And also they failed in the hair department. I don't know who was in charge of his hair. So bad.
Really?
So bad. It was like really good at the beginning, but then Sil was telling me I think they put in like extensions or something, but then they didn't like curl it well. And so it just looked like long and greasy.
Oh,
I don't want
God.
to spoil anything, but
Hey.
everything she told me about after season 4, I was like, I just don't like this man. Yes, like look at that. It just looks so bad. It's just greasy and weird.
It's a little. I mean, he's hotter definitely in the other ones.
But he's like walking towards the
I
ship.
love a smoldering man. So I could
Got the smolder down. Yeah, he's like, and it's just like, it's first of all, the camera's low, so you're like kind of watching his feet, and then anyway, he like zooms out, but he's walking towards the ship, and it's like slow mo. But I genuinely told Soph, I'm like, his coat is an unpaid actor because it genuinely was like flapping and billowing. It was the most dramatic scene ever. And then it like ends. It was like 10 seconds of him like walking towards this boat on like, the tide was really out, so he's just on sand. And I was like, no, have the last 10 seconds be like, do a slow-mo walk, but then have him hop in the boat or something. I was like, what was that? Like, it was bad.
He's off into the sunset.
Yeah. As his
Yeah.
wife is like on the cliffs. Genuinely, she's on the cliffs, and they have this moment where they like look back and like his coat's billowing, and then it's like slow-mo of like walking towards the boat.
It's very
so
cinematic.
bad. Yeah. They had a ghosty scene too. Loved that. Really loved that.
I think you'd like Outlander. The ending was.
I might.
He's Scottish. Sassenach.
Love a Scotsman.
Scotsman. Love a good accent of any kind.
Do you have a current favorite song you're obsessed with?
Alex Warren.
Yeah, did he come out? He came out with a single a couple weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so Alex Warren got to start on Book Talk.
Right.
He
Mm-hmm.
marketed.
Yep.
All this stuff, and no one thought it would go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then he found Book Talk because of his wife.
Yep.
And posted it, and it blew up. And so the
Brilliant.
song is basically a love letter to Book Talk and his wife. Fine Place to Die.
Ah, okay.
It's very good.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah, me and Alex Warren.
He's
my go-to music.
He's so good. He's so
But yeah.
good. I've been obsessed with Dominique Pike, White Keys, 3 Nights. I've pretty much had those on repeat over and over. They're like a really good tune. They're easy to really dance to, so they're my top ones.
Well,
yeah. Anyway, I think that's it.
Thank you for watching Never a Dull Moment, where no one is ever bored here. If you want to follow us on Instagram, we have an Instagram called Join the Never, as you are a little group of nevers. We also have a email,
NADMpod@outlook.
So next week we're talking travel. So if you want to share any of your fun travel stories, or if you have questions about how we travel, because I've been to 26 countries so far, and
I think I've just hit 12.
so if you have questions about how we do it, or London and what it's like to live in London, hit us up either through DMs or through email.
Yeah, and we will try and answer them next week. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye!